Thanks. No, thank you. Like, one of the things I think I'll end on is that the branding is so important, I think. It's the starting point. So once your branding is on point, there's an expectation to live up to.
Mm.
So I can't thank you guys enough because I suppose with the branding, you set the bar. So it means that I'm constantly having to meet that expectation. So yeah, thanks. Two great, I suppose, businesses and minds working together to bring an amazing brand to the world. So yeah, thank you. Making work. I remember getting to like the 58th candle and I'm like, oh my God, I've got 10 more to do.
Wait. Were you doing this all by yourself?
Yeah.
One man band and you did 68.
One man band. One man band, no help.
Getting there.
And then doing all the labeling, the boxing and all that stuff.
And,
Because my thing is, I wrote my husband in to do it, but he's not going to put the stickers on the way I want it done. He's not going to, not saying that he's a man in it there.
what?
You guys are a bit more, not like that, but sorry, he's not the most delicate with
We're heavy-handed. We're heavy-handed.
Heavy-handed, that's it. I remember asking him to try and do one and his hand was shaking and I was just like, okay, do you know what? Just let me do it. So explaining to her, this time I'm charging you for my time. And then another thing that I noticed, she also said, I wanna come to you direct and purchase. I said, no, go through the website. You can purchase through the website now.
Yeah.
And that was another thing that I was really, really happy to say, like, oh, last time you came, I didn't have a website. This time I have a website. It shows you that I'm serious.
Yeah.
And then she came back and said, no, sorry, your products are too expensive. Yankee are currently doing a sale, 2 candles for £15. And you're charging £15 for one candle. Like, surely that can't be right. And I said, well, your people that you gifted the candles, you obviously love the product, hence why you've come back. But that is my price and I'm not dropping it. And that's another thing as well, being strong in your conviction about your brand, your product, believing in your product, that regardless of what people say, whether it's negative or it's positive criticism, just running with it and understanding the reason why you set that price. Not having anyone tell you no. Because I know my product's good. Actually, you're lucky that you're getting it for £15. And not more, because I've seen candles my size being charged 30 quid and up. So yeah, that was and also just not taking things personally as well has been a big lesson for me.
Okay.
So quite a few lessons actually.
Right. So now the floor is yours. Do you want to tell anyone that may be watching, like, what you've got in store, what's in the future, any new events, anything exciting?
So yeah, I'm, for people that have been following, know that I've been a feature in Lofty Box for like the last couple of months now. And I think they were one company that I suppose showed a huge amount of interest in me from the very start. So I've been very blessed, I suppose, to have worked with them, two amazing women that really want to put a spotlight on sustainable businesses. So I've been working with them and we've actually got a really exciting project coming up. So yeah, just keep your eyes peeled for that. And then obviously there will be new lines coming out as well, which I'm really, really excited about. I think one of them people probably have seen. For International Women's Day this year, I did some candles with infused with dried flowers, or what I've called botanicals. So it's going to be called the Botanical range. It went down really well. I only gifted it to women um, that had been helping me with the business in some way, shape, or form, and it was my way of paying it forward.
Mm.
And I got such a huge response from just that, and it was only, I think, 10 women that received them, and every single one has come back and said, I don't understand why this is not part of your line or your collection. So yeah, botanical range is coming, so there will be a whole new collection, and then there'll be something around summer as well, a whole other type of scent kind of range.
What,
So
this summer?
yeah,
Oh, all right.
yeah. So things are in, and it'll be interesting actually to see what you guys think in terms of the labels and seeing O.Robert&Co, the brand, on this kind of background is very, very, very different. Just put it that way. But yeah, I'm really excited, but it's obviously taken some time because during that core 3.0 was launched as well. So yeah, currently at the moment we've got our core collection online and wax melts. So the core collection at the moment is dark honey and tobacco, lime basil and mandarin, rhubarb and blackberry. So that's core 1.0. Core 2.0 is rock salt and driftwood, sandalwood, and black pepper, and English pear and vanilla.
Mm.
And then core 3.0, mint, ginger, and tobacco. Very interesting, but very, very fresh. Rum and amber, and pink pepper and rose. So again, keeping the same theme, one sweet or floral, one quite woody in scent or rich in scent, and one very fresh, so that I'm hitting different types of scents that people might like. So the botanical range and the summer stuff that's coming is very different to core, like exciting stuff. So yeah.
That sounds really cool. But what inspires you to come up with these scents? Because like they're quite interesting fragrances and sort of combinations. Like how do you find them? What makes you say that this is gonna work? Because if you've never put it together before, how do you know if it's gonna?
Yeah. Good point actually. Yeah, and actually I'm going to be doing a blog post on my thought process in choosing scents.
Hmm.
But I knew that for me, if I'm producing everything that I love,
Yeah.
that's not going to work. I really like very fresh and floral scents. I'm not really one for woody kind of scents. So I felt like I looked at what they call a fragrance wheel. So in the same way you have a color wheel,
Hmm.
there is also a fragrance wheel as well. So
Is it?
yeah. So again, you've learned something new today.
No.
Actually, check out the blog post because I talk about choosing a scent without having smelt it before. And it talks about the fragrance wheel. So I wanted to make sure that I'm hitting um fragrances from each fragrance family. So that my offering is quite wide and varied. And then after doing all the testing and knowing that the product works, is then handing them out in small little cups to people that I know and getting their response to it. I'll be totally honest with you. So for instance, sandalwood and black pepper, I don't like musky scents. I really cannot stand it.
Hmm.
I know there's loads of people, and funny enough, it's like my second bestseller. So
It's
if
the
I
thing
just,
right now. It's the in thing right now. You know, like sandalwood, cedarwood, and
yeah, I just
tobacco.
don't get it though. It's, to me, it just smells like the typical thing that you smell in someone's toilet. Like, I don't know how to explain it or like those old school scents that maybe your grandparents wore.
Yeah, like like the frankincense and like really strong,
Yeah,
earthy.
it's not for me.
Yeah.
But that's basically how I've done it. I'm making sure that I'm hitting fragrances from each fragrance family. But what I've done is I put sweet and floral in the same family, because sweet scents and floral scents, it seems to be the go-to, and I want people to try and experience different things.
Mm.
And then with the fresh ones, a lot of them are very like fresh but earthy, but with a kick that and also I think for me it's testing placement as well. So I will suggest that, okay, you put this scented candle in this type of room because it will give you this effects. Um,
Okay.
so yeah, that's and there's gonna be more on that stuff as well soon. So yeah, that's how I pick them and then test and then launch, and it's worked a treat so far.
Wicked.
So yeah.
No, that's cool. You're smashing it. Cool. It's so funny when we were talking like last year to now. It's just like, yeah, you've been busy, and
And I'm more knowledgeable, right?
no,
So
it's sick.
I'm confident about what I'm talking about.
Are you still in the mentoree group?
Oh no, no, no. So that came to an end. Um, when did that come to an end? March of this year.
Oh, shame.
And yeah, but that journey, amazing, because there are things that, again, like just social media marketing, you know, I would have never thought it was. I know marketing is important, but I never would have placed it such a high priority on my list.
Mm,
I'm just like, let me just get the products out there, get the products. Okay, yeah, you can have a great brand, you can have a great website, but no one knows where you are. How are they going to find you? So those kinds of things, and then talking about things like SEO. What is that? So going through that mentorship group really, really helps me understand the workings of the business, what
mm,
goes on in the background, that things like search engine optimization. How do you plug that into your website? There's so much to it that I think people take it for granted. That's why you also do see loads of businesses that start and stop,
mm.
because they don't actually realize how much is involved. It's not just the product, there's so much other things going on in the background. So that mentorship program was amazing for me, because there are gems I've learned from that and even just public speaking. I used to think, well, I'm not a public speaker. When would I ever be in a position to have to speak?
Mm.
But we're doing this now,
Yeah.
so knowing how to kind of be prepared, and also knowing your business and being passionate about it and making sure that that comes forward or comes through. So yeah, it was a great mentorship to be a part of. But they're there if I ever need to just pick a brain quickly. So that's good. It's not like a mentorship where they make you come in and just leave you to it.
Yeah.
So yeah, so shout out to Bianca and Miller,
Okay.
Cole and Byron Cole as well. So
Cool.
if people are looking for mentors, that's a good place.